What is going on, everybody? It is so good to be back here with you guys. Even though I had half my head cut off just now, and Bentley's butt is staring at you, which I think is the best way to start off any live stream sale. We got a hell of a show for you guys tonight. Lots of dog butt in your face, so stick around. We'll be right there. Right there.
Same. Slide that page, get in the mood. Comic-Con energy, we're bringing the food. Fan culture rise and fandoms unite. Welcome to our party, it's gonna be tight.
You're watching Kickin It with Onrie, the live shopping show. You know, I didn't think about it, but it's kind of symbolic that Bentley's butthole is like just staring right at you as like, you know, we're done with the intro. Like, do you see that? It's like just looking at you guys and saying hi. What's going on? We got a full room in the house right now. This is awesome. Lorena, what's going on? Good to see you. Who else we got in the room? We got Kenneth, Katrina, Tori. Hey guys, how you all doing? It's good to be back. You guys like this? And he's not moving at all. He just wants some affection from me. How you doing, guys? You're watching Kickin' with Onrie, the live shopping show. I am your host, Onrie Kompen. It is great to be back here with you guys. This last, 3 or 4 weeks, I guess, the last month or whatever, has been absolute insanity, going to 4 straight conventions back to back to back to back. And it has been a huge journey, and it was a very successful circuit of conventions. And I have learned a lot since I got back from all these conventions. And I have been working really hard to make a huge change in my convention setup. So I'm doing an overhaul of everything. And I just created my new logo, which I'll be showing off in a couple days here. So you guys will have a chance to see my all new polished logo, which will be at all of our shows going forward. And I think just really focusing on getting that together and preparing for our next Kickstarter launch has really left me wiped out completely. This is actually the first time I'm coming back here and selling comics since the end of C2E2. And these string of conventions have taught me a very, very important lesson. I think I've changed in a way that I never saw myself evolving over the last 16 years that I've been doing this. This is my 17th year in business. But the one thing I've finally kind of come to appreciate is the experiences that I've had with the people that I meet at these conventions. And to me, that has become more of a priority now and more of the important part of what I'm going to all these conventions to do. So, sometimes some days I used to get really frustrated when I wasn't moving a lot of books at once, but now I've been moving a little bit less inventory and really focusing on the interaction I have with the people that I meet at these shows. And, some of the interactions I've had with people over these 4 weeks has been stuff I'll never forget. Starting with Seattle, I remember I met this one guy who had recently lost his job. There were massive layoffs in Seattle because of the tech industry getting really hit. So Amazon, Google, and I think there was whatever other big company that's out there, Facebook. I think Facebook's more San Francisco, but either way, bunch of tech jobs, people getting laid off and everything. And I meet this guy who was just totally down on his luck. And, he just happened to, hear me when I asked him if I could tell him about my book. And I pitched him, and he had revealed to me that he had just lost his job and that he was under, he was in between things. He was really depressed and everything, but he still decided to buy Eastern Shin from me, and that really meant a lot to me. And we exchanged contact information, and I told him if I could be of any help to you in any way in connecting you with someone who might help you get back on your feet, I would be more than happy to do that. And I did. I don't know what has happened since, But my hope is that that connection led to something more prosperous for him, because it's about that, and seeing someone who's down on their luck, still willing to take a chance on my comics, that really means a lot to me. And then when I was in Cleveland, I had a regular customer who had been trying to find me at different shows and couldn't, and they finally did. And he was really happy that he connected with me again and was able to get the latest issue of Isun Shin, which he had been waiting for years. That's a really big deal to me, to know that people are actually waiting for the stuff that I put out there. So that's great. And when I was in MegaCon, I met this gentleman who spent his entire life just collecting all kinds of memorabilia from different periods and over the course of the last few decades, like actually I want to say 5 or 6 decades. So he has a huge arcade collection. He has a huge baseball card collection. He's got all kinds of collections and everything. And when we met, he plunked down a lot of money and bought pretty much everything off my table, which was really great. I'll never forget connections like that, because when someone comes to your table, having never read anything that you had ever published, and decided, hey, I'm going to take a chance on this, unknown independent book, and I'm going to just, throw all my money at it. That says a lot. That meant a lot to me too. So, it's those small experiences that kind of kept me going. But finally, C2E2, which historically is one of my toughest shows that I do every year, because I don't know what it is about C2E2, but it's a hometown show for me. And so I'm always hoping that it'll perform the same way some of my away shows go, but it always ends up being a little bit less. But due to the margins that I have at C2E2 as opposed to some of these away shows, it always kind of ends up being the same. And I kind of went into it this year knowing that that would be the case again. I was hoping for a little bit more, but, it is what it is. And to be honest with you, the second I hit the floor at that point, I just really didn't care anymore. I cared about the experiences that I was giving to the fans that were there. And one thing I will never forget is what happened on Saturday morning. These 2 kids who were about 20 years old, which was the same age I was when I went to my first con, they had come there because they were big fans of Invincible, and they had a big stack of Invincible books. They were hoping Ryan Otley would sign for them, but his plane got delayed or something like that, so they couldn't get it signed. So they decided to buy books with me, and they picked up a bunch of stuff for me. And I was this was the first con they went to, and I was the first person they bought from. This was like 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. That immediately took me back to when I was 20 years old and I was on the floor for the first time. And when I set foot on a convention floor for the first time, it was to network and to meet other creators and see what this world was like. If I could go back in time and tell myself that this is where I'd end up being 20 years later, I think I would be very proud of myself for being where I am now. So that was a really gratifying experience. And so I just focused on that. Whenever sales were down or up or whatever, I just thought to myself, you know what, 20-year-old me would be pretty damn happy right now. And so, it's really changed my perception of what I go and do at conventions. And I'm hoping now that I can bring that back here to what we do on these shows, because the one thing I realized, being on the road and everything, is just how much I am in love with this business and how much I love comics, and going out to comic shops and digging through their dollar bins and finding awesome deals, going to conventions and doing the same thing, building my collection, helping you build yours. This is something that I do, not because I'm trying to make money, but because I just like doing it. So I am here right now to do that with you guys. And we're going to have a great show tonight. So you spend $25 with me, and I'm going to hook you up with a spin on the wheel by the end of the show. If you spend $50 with me and you're located within the United States, I'm going to hook you up with free shipping on your order. So without further ado, I'm done ranting or talking or whatever, catching you guys up to date. Let's showcase some cool comics. We're going to start off with our first book here. Mike Storm, what's up? Roberto's in the house. Mike Asbill, what's going on? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. All right, first book of the night we have is Alien versus Captain America 1. This is a holofoil variant by Dan Panasian. Really awesome series here. Lorena actually messaged me the other day and told me that she had read this and really quite enjoyed it. We talked about it as well. One of the things that I kind of like about this series more than any of the other Predator and Alien crossovers that have been done in Marvel is that no one's really safe in this storyline. And what I mean by that is that you see actual characters that are in canon get killed off here because this is its own thing. And I think that's really awesome. So I'm not going to spoil it for you for who dies, but this is the first issue and it's a really cool holofoil variant. And I'm going to do this for just $10 today for the Dan Panasian Alien versus Captain America holofoil variant. Very cool. That's awesome. And then I got Wade Wilson Deadpool #1. This just went back to a second printing. So this is really cool. This is the first issue of the new Deadpool series. Really great artwork in this book. And if you're a fan of regular Deadpool comics, I think you'll feel right at home with this. You got Benjamin Percy on writing. This guy really is a solid writer across the board. He's currently working on Punisher. He had a really long run on Wolverine. He did some of the Predator. I think he did all of the Predator versus crossovers for Marvel. The Predator, Wolverine, Black Panther, and Spider-Man. I think he wrote all of those. So this guy's got some chops, and here he is working on Deadpool now, and it's a really cool cover. I picked this book up for the cover, read it, and to be honest with you, I personally am not a big Deadpool fan, but it was a perfect jump-on point, so I decided to pick it up for myself, read it, and if I liked it, I would have kept it and kept going with it, but I just decided it's not for me. For me, the only Deadpool I really like is, the MCU Deadpool, or like the movie Deadpool, because I feel like the humor just translates better over that. But that's not to say that this is poorly written or poorly put together. It's just not my jam. So I'm going to put it out here for you. And since this is already off to a second printing, we're going to do this today for we'll do it for $8. $8 for Deadpool #1. First printing, legacy number 351. Yeah, there are some good deaths. And it's just like, you don't expect it to happen either. It just sort of catches you off guard completely. I was shocked by some of those deaths in Alien vs. Captain America. All right, next up, I got Saga of the Swamp Thing #14. Saga of Swamp Thing 14 is going to go for $3. $3 on that. And then I have Superman number, I think it's 18. Is this Superman 18? It's the 100 Centennial Edition, and it's the Death of Clark Kent. We're going to do that for $3. I have Lady Death. Which one is this? Doesn't even tell us. It's just Lady Death. So Lady Death #1, we got I forgot Hughes' first name, but Lady Death #1 is going to go for $5. I have Batman #50, cover A. This is from Tom King's run, and this is the big issue that he was building up to where Batman and Catwoman are supposed to tie the knot. This is going to go for $3. And I have a whole bunch of them. Then I have DCKO Boss Battle. This is a special tie-in issue where the DC heroes who are in the KO battle, the heroes that remain fight some other dimensional heroes and villains. So here you see Superman going up against Homelander, Vampirella going up against what's her name, Zatanna, Joker fighting some horror figures, and some other characters fighting Wonder Woman fighting Red Sonja, And then you have, I think, Batwoman fighting Scorpion and Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. DC was really building up to this. Right around the time they announced KO, they made this special deal with the other licensors that they were working with. I believe from Dynamite, and I think from Dynamite, right, Jay?
Yeah, it was Dynamite, IDW, and whoever owns the rights to Annabelle. That's the doll, Annabelle.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it actually says here: Archie Comics, IDW, Dynamite, and NetherRealm, and New Line Cinema. So they kind of crossed everything over and did this special KO boss battle where all the heroes that were made kind of had to go through these in order to go on to the next round. So it was kind of cool to see Superman fighting Homelander. Nothing felt really definitive about this. Like you didn't see who would win between Superman and Homelander. It's like they just traded a few blows and then they moved on to the next fights. But it was cool to see these characters cross over and to see them fighting even for a minute, because you typically won't ever see this happen. So that was really cool. I actually really did enjoy that. This was a lot of fun. And honestly, DC has been really knocking it out of the park with everything they've been doing with their mainline books, as well as the Absolute line, which is obviously the talk of the town. But KO was a lot of fun. It recently finished up, and I think they're doing some post-story tie-ins and stuff like that are going to be coming out soon. But KO Boss Battle, this was a lot of fun. This is the cover A, and it's going to go for $10 today, in case you missed it. And then I got Amazing Spider-Man number 380. This is part 11 of Maximum Carnage, and this is going to go for just $5 today. And then I have Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger. This is Spawn book written by Jimmy Palmiotti, and it's going to go for $3. $3 in that first issue. And then I got Berserker number 1. We got a holofoil variant here, illustrated by Mark Brooks, which is awesome. This is going to go for just $3. Should have had him sign that for me. He was at C2E2. And he also partook in the scavenger hunt we put together for it, which was awesome. The Max number 1 is going to go for $3. I have Batman Who Laughs number 1. Really cool foil cover here. That's going to go for $15. I had it priced originally at $30. And then while I was away, someone messaged me and said, "Hey, do you have Battle Beast number 1?" And I was like, "No, but I got some grab bags." And he was like, "How many grab bags do you have?" And I said, "I have about 5." So he bought 3 of them, and I sold another one, and I have this last one right here. So this is my final Battle Beast number 1 blind bag, and it's going to go for $25, just like every other one went. This is my final one, so once I'm out of it, I'm out of it. If you're interested, let me know. It's $25. And then finally, I have Battle Chasers number 1. This is going to go for $5 for Battle Chasers number 1. All right, and let's see what else we got here. And now I got some runs here. I have The Last Avengers story, number 1 of 2 and number 2 of 2. So I originally just had the first issue, but now I have both of them. So it's kind of like the final Avengers story, and they have these really cool acetate covers. It's a 2-part story. You get the whole thing here. The focus is predominantly on Henry Pym and him mentoring the next line of heroes, I think, and also working with older heroes who are still alive. So this is kind of an interesting story. Really good artwork inside. I don't remember who worked on it, but let's take a look real quick. We got some time. So you got this cool acetate cover. Let's see who worked on this. Peter David wrote it. Ariel Olivetti did the artwork. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Ariel Olivetti. The artwork in here is really amazing. It's otherworldly. This is going to go for, now that I got both parts, let's do them both for $10. The Last Avenger story is $10. You can't go wrong with that. And then I have Robin 3000 by Byron Prius and P. Craig Russell. This is also a 2-part story. You got P. Craig Russell doing anything. You absolutely can't go wrong with that. This is also going to be a $10 run here. And then finally, I have Venom the Madness, number 1 through 3. This is where Venom goes up against Juggernaut. And it is a 3-part story. When Venom got his first limited series, Lethal Protector, it was so well received that they did another run called Funeral Pyre. And then after that, I believe they did the Madness, which was like the 3rd limited series that Venom got. And if you want this entire run here, I worked on this. Ann Nesenti was the writer, and you have Kelly Jones on art. That's actually pretty cool, having Kelly Jones, a very well-known Batman artist, working on Venom, fighting Juggernaut. So we got Venom the Madness 1 through 3. And this is going to go for, I was into it for $30, but it's been sitting in my collection for a very long time. We'll do it for $15. $15 for the entire set of Venom the Madness. So you're saving 50% off on that. And that is everything I have on the lower rack here. If you guys have any interest or any questions in any of these books, you want to see if I'll come down a little bit on the price because you really want a book and are afraid that you can't afford it, I'll work with you on that. We can make something happen here. One other thing I want to mention to you guys, we have a Kickstarter campaign going live next week for Yisun Shin, and I totally forgot to send Jay the Kickstarter link. I've been working on that for the last few days, and it's literally been pretty crazy. I was up until 3 a.m. yesterday just staring at my computer screen, trying to imagine my new convention setup and really working on a bunch of things and having my new logo put together. I'm really excited about that. And I haven't shown you guys it yet, but I will show it to you this week. You'll see it soon. So, but in the meantime, if you guys could do me a favor and make sure that you click that notification button, that would be great. Jay, I dropped the link here, so you can check that out. And we launch next week on Tuesday. And what I'm going to be doing next Tuesday is I'm going to have a creator hangout. So next Tuesday, we're going to do something a little bit different, but we'll get to that later. Right now, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I'm going to start digging through these boxes that I have built for you guys and put together. We got a lot of new stuff in there, so stick around. We'll be right back.
Symphonic verses, Nocturne's romance. A song of romanticized darkness, dreaming death by sleep.
Hey, did you know that you're invited to an art gala? No, I mean the fun kind. It's SketchUp with Mog and Mel.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks again for joining us.
Featured guests talk about their new projects.
So it takes place in this fantasy world where the world has kind of lost its stories.
And life as an artist.
The hope was that you could make some amount of money when you exited art school.
While the ever-changing artist panel draws new works live in front of your eyes.
Oh, I like that. Working on the
And
shadow.
sexy. Sex, dude.
You still got a little bit of time.
Ooh, Phil, that's dope, dude.
SketchUp with Mog and Mel. Thursday nights. Part of the experience.
We know you probably get a lot of emails, but could you please make sure to sign up for our mailing list? We don't send a lot of emails and we try not to bother you. We just want to give you the best information about all the cool stuff that's going on around here. Sign up on our website, theexplive.com.
In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel.
That'd be really great, thanks.
It's comic book time. Splash pages lit, storylines prime. MCU 5D season the game. Page being on, ain't nothing the same. Swipe that page, get in the mood. Comic-Con energy, we're bringing the food. Fan culture rise and fandoms unite. Welcome to our pod, it's gonna be tight.
You're watching Kickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show.
All right, we are back, and we got some awesome books here. Everything that we're putting up on the rack right now is going to go for $2 a pop. This is all new stuff that I have curated over the last 3 or 4 weeks. So we got a lot of stuff here to go through tonight. $2 books here, so don't be shy. Let's build your collection together. I have Strange Adventures number 1, number 3, number 4, number 8, and number 10. And I'm going to do this entire set here for $10. And these are A covers from DC's Black Label. This is written by Tom King, illustrated by Mitch Garretts. This is a really great series. So Adam Strange is trying to figure some things out about himself. And he hires Mr. Terrific to help him figure these things out. Actually, no, he hires Batman, who then gets Mr. Terrific involved. I don't think I read through the whole thing. It's been a really long time, but I remember when this came out, this was a really big deal, this book here, because Adam Strange typically doesn't get a lot of attention. So, when Tom King came to it, it was like, he breathed new life into it. And I really like how DC is doing that right now with bringing back some of those characters like Firestorm. Firestorm is a new series that's launching this week, so looking forward to reading that. $10 on these Strange Adventures books. Next up, I got Iron Man number 11, The Secret Origin of Tony Stark. This is going to go for $2. And then I got some really cool Batman variants here. This is Batman 144. We got a Yasmin Kutri variant here. Batman is, leaping out and finding these big robots. I have Batman 154, which is a variant cover by Tony Harris and Jeremy Clark. This is going to go for $2. Fuhrer Storm. What's up, David Moore? David Moore is is a big fan of Fuhrer Storm. Actually, David Moore doing that. I think we gotta play the video, Jay. Let's do it.
David Moore!
And we are indeed back. And by the way, guys, tonight there will be no poopy, pee-pee, or farting jokes allowed at all. Jay, I want you to ban whoever makes any poo-poo, pee-pee, or fart jokes tonight. Got it? That's your only job tonight. No poo-poo, pee-pee, fart jokes. All right. I have What If Venom number 3. What If Venom merged with Doctor Strange. And I actually have number 1 of this too. It's a 5-part series where the Venom symbiote merges with different characters in the Marvel universe. This is going to go for $2. Yeah, no more humor. See, as soon as I take all those toilet jokes out, there is no humor left. Nothing left. Flash number 70. Oh boy! All right, are we ready, Jay? It's been a while. You ready?
Well, hello, Heath. First of all, been a while, boss. Good to see you.
Good
no
to see
in the room. but we're still going to play. Does he have this? Yes or no?
Yes or no? Does he have Flash number 75, the year of the villain crossover? Does Zach Nope have this Flash book? Yes or no? That's going to go for $2 for Flash 75. Adventures of Superman number 497. This is a $5 book. It is a newsstand copy. This is part of the Death of Superman. This is going to go for $2. Heath, how the heck are you doing, dude? It is so good to see you, man. If you guys haven't had a chance yet, I know that we've got a lot of people who have already started following our campaign. If you haven't had a chance to follow the Eastern Shin campaign yet, please do so right now. Jay dropped the link just a moment ago. I really want to get to at least 100 people following the campaign before we launch. We launch next Tuesday. We are doing a campaign for issues 1 through 11 of Yisum Shin. And I'm really excited about this because the books are already being printed and they are set to arrive in Chicago in less than a month. So they're going to be here by the end of the campaign. So the campaign ends on May 5th. The book should be here by May 7th, which is really amazing. We're expecting very rapid turnover in terms of the fulfillment for this. And all of our variant covers are printed. What I did is for all the variants that we put out for this book, I overprinted on them and I had the artist sign them. So if you missed out on the exclusives, you'll have a chance to put together a little bouquet and get yourself all those variants double signed, which is going to be really awesome. So be on the lookout for that. I have Tangent Comics Green Lantern by James Robinson and J.H. Williams III. This is a really beautiful book here. That's going to go for $2. I have Superman, the 10-Cent Adventure. This is a real fun find here. DC did this initiative back in, in 2001, where they, in order to hook new readers, put out the first an issue of Superman, like a jump on point, and they did it for 10 cents so that people would jump on them. And then Marvel responded with a 9-cent adventure to get people onto Mark Waid and Mike Wieringo's Fantastic Four run, which was really cool. So this was some cool incentives that Marvel was doing back in the day to get people on board. They were like, if we can hook you at 10 cents, then we've won. So this is a really cool book. It is written by Steven Siegel and illustrated by Scott McDaniel. It's going to go for $2. Sorry, you missed out on your chance to own it for 10 cents. A Walk Through Hell. This is by Garth Ennis and Goran Sudzuka, and this is from Aftershock. A Walk Through Hell. Looks like a horror series. Really interesting cover for issue 1. It's just a shot of a bunch of police entering a hangar.
So Sean, my buddy Sean, ended up getting a bunch of those single issues.
Mm-hmm.
And I read them and immediately bought the first volume. It is a wild story if you've never read it.
What is it about? Can you tell us?
So these two agents walk into that hangar-looking thing, and it's basically a portal to hell. Like, not to be spoilery with it, but they find another missing agent, and he's just lying. He just has a puddle of shells around him. He's been trying to self-delete for he doesn't even remember how long, and he can't die.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's a crazy book.
Okay, so we got to Walk Through Hell. What If Venom? And Adventures of Superman. All the David Moore. David Moore coming back. Back in the game, David Moore. Well, you sold the heck out of that. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it.
Yes, and David, please let us know when you get to read it. Let us know what you thought of it, because I love the book.
That's awesome. I have The Flash number 25. This is part of the DC Universe Rebirth by Josh Williamson and what's his name? Di Germanico. I forgot his first name. Some Italian first name. Wow. Some Italian first name. I'm not doing names.
Is it Dick Giordano?
No,
No.
it's Gian DeMonico. He did the cover art for this. He's like he was working on Flash for a while. He's like he's actually doing Deathstroke right now. So the new Deathstroke series that DC just launched, he's the artist on it. The one that's done by Tony Fleeks. And that was a lot of fun, by the way. I really like that Deathstroke issue. So we got DC Rebirth, Flash. We're supposed to do yes or no. Does he have it yes or no? Flash number 25 and 75. Wonder Woman 25. This is going to go for $2. No, not Carmine. Carmine Infantino he was the previous.
No, she's right. Carmine D.
Oh, Carmine D. Okay, sorry, yeah. Katrina, you were right. I'll shut up. All right, John Carter, Warlord of Mars, number 19. This is going to go for $2. So one time I was having a chat with Dak about Carmine Infantino. And while we were talking, I made a mistake and called him Carmine Infantile. It was an accident. I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't. It was an accident.
I'm never going to unhear that now. Thanks.
Carmine Infantile. Oh, boy. All right. Wonder Woman. She's right when she's taking Wonder Woman. Katrina and I are going to be doing a convention together in a couple weeks in Indiana. So we will see you guys out there if you're going to be at Indie PopCon. PopCon Indie is what it's called. Okay. I have The Kents, number 8 of 12. This is going to go for $2. Star Wars, number 36, R2-D2 on the cover. This is going to go for $2. So did you guys ever see that Simpsons episode where they had the robot fighters from Battlestar Galactica fighting the Star Wars robots? And you see C-3PO getting like the crap kicked out of him by the Battlestar Galactica robot, and it's like, R2, please help me, and you just see R2 like beeping and like going like back and forth and saying no, and then like rolling off. It's pretty funny. So I saw that cover and I thought of that. Oh, you miserable pile of bones. All right, next up I have Wolverine, Black, White, and Blood, number 3. This is going to go for $2. And then I have Wolverine, number 3. This is part of Benjamin Percy's run, a 50-issue run. It was actually really good. This is going to go for $2. Ha! I see. Is there PerCon going on in the middle of that show?
You know, I got to say, because you said something about Deathstroke the Terminator, the new one by Tony Fleeks.
Yeah.
I love my indie stuff, y'all. I say that all the time. But DC and Marvel both right now, with their not their team-up books, but their like singular character books.
Yeah.
Punisher, Lobo, Terminator, Deathstroke, Iron Man, Cat. Oh my goodness, they are just on a tear.
Yeah. You know, someone was actually critiquing the latest issue of Batman and saying like he really just hated it. And I totally saw his point of view on why he hated it so much. But I can't hate Batman right now. Like the issue has Batman at a diner with Alan Scott drinking coffee, and they're talking about Vandal Savage, who is now running the Gotham City Police Department. And, you know, he's after Batman and everything. And Vandal Savage is a bad guy, and Alan Scott has, had interactions with him. And it was a very different Alan Scott. He was more like John Constantine almost. But it was interesting to see him and Batman, talking with each other. And the conversation, the dialogue felt very fluid. But I also kind of understood where he was going with it. One of the things I'm kind of noticing that can be kind of upsetting with some of the comics I've been reading is certain things get set up and then just dropped off completely. And it's like, okay, forget about it. Like, for example, Absolute Joker gets introduced in issue 15 of Absolute Batman, but we don't actually learn more about him. We just get a little piece of it. And then there's another issue called Arc M, which was like a one-shot where we learn a little bit more. But then after that, we're moving on to Poison Ivy, and now we're moving on to Scarecrow, and now we're moving on to this other thing. And I feel like we're never really focused on the overall arc of the story because we're doing so much jumping. And I've noticed that with the mainline Batman too. It's like they brought Joker back in for that, but then they cut off to do this whole thing with Vandal Savage. And sometimes that's how it goes, right? I mean, sometimes you put a pin in something and you move on to something else and you return to that other thing later. But Iron Man has been a lot of fun, especially those first 4 issues were really great. Lobo was awesome. I loved Lobo. Scotty Young really knocked it out of the park. And the artist on that, I forgot who the artist was, but man, that art on Lobo is just primo. It's really good stuff. Laura Kinney, a Wolverine, #1 is going to go for $2. I picked up most of the books that I'm going to read this week. Honestly, I hate to say it, but I'm dropping Uncanny X-Men, and I'm holding on to the regular X-Men run, but I'm dropping Uncanny X-Men. I'm X-Men'd out, if I'm being completely honest here, and not because it's particularly bad work or anything. It's just not really gripping work. And I wish that X-Men was more gripping because I like X-Men and I like Gail Simone and I like the artists and everything, but I feel like there's just too much focus on these side characters, and I really want something big to happen in these books. And it's just like we're 26 issues in and I'm like, oh my God, this is not, where is this going? But Fantastic Four, that's a sleeper hit. If you're not reading Ryan North and Humberto Ramos's Fantastic Four, you are missing out big time right now. So what Jay was saying is very true. The mainline character books for both Marvel and DC right now are absolutely crushing it. But you got to be careful which ones you pick up, because another one I'm dropping is Wolverine. I love Wolverine. I'm feeling I'm going to want to read a lot of Wolverine books as the video game comes out later this year. But I don't feel like the stakes are there right now with the comics. But I felt the same way about Daredevil. And then last week they just released a new Daredevil comic, and I'm like, oh man, this is a fresh start for the character. It feels awesome. They introduce a new villain in it. It's really great. So I'm really looking forward to Daredevil. Yeah, the Lobo artist is great. Jorge Corona. That's awesome. Yeah. All right, I have Uncanny X-Men 237 and 247. That's going to go $4. I have Incognito #4. That's going to go for $2. I have Archie's Christmas Stocking 179. That's going to go for $2. Mutant 2099 #1 is going to go for $2. Hardware #1 is going to go for $2. Speed Demon #1 is $2. And then I have some Aquaman #43, #44. It's going to go for $4 for these two. Harley Quinn #28 is going to go for $2. Archie.
And David Moore's going to take the Hardware and Speed Demon.
David Moore, how the heck you doing? I owe you a phone call. We need to catch up, buddy. I want to hear how you're doing. I know you are hustling, man. You are the hustling list. Okay. Famine Twitch. We got issues 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, and 21 of Salmon Twitch. Done by, who worked on this? Let's see. So for those of you guys who don't know, Sam and Twitch are side characters in the Spawn universe, and this is written by Brian Michael Bendis and done by Alex Maleev, who had a stellar run on Daredevil. So I think they were either working on this. Let's see, were they working on this prior to or during? Yeah, they were. They did this prior to Daredevil. This run here is probably why they ended up on Daredevil, which is interesting. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 books at $14, $14. That's awesome. So my buddy is writing a book right now. He's got a great title for it. I can't tell you guys what it is, but it's all about digging. But he's got a really great title for it. I forgot. I was about to tell you guys the title of it, but then I remembered he told me not to say anything. Good thing I stopped myself. King in Black number 5. This is the A cover for King in Black number 5. It's a really badass cover. $2 on this. Vamps number 2 of 6. That's going to go for $2. I got to be honest with you guys. I really regret missing out on Donny Cates' Venom run and the King in Black stuff. I heard that was just some peak Venom stuff. The Absolute Carnage, all that. I really regret not reading any of those books and not getting them when they first came out. That was the train I missed. This week, Web of Venom came out, and I picked up the A cover for that. You guys, is anybody interested in picking that up? Anybody have any thoughts on it? Sensational She-Hulk number 3, 5. That's going to go for 4. Luke Cage Power Man number 33 is $2. All New Hyperkind number 1 is $2. I have Moon Knight number 14. Mark Spector Moon Knight 14, 16, 17. These are going to go for $6. And this next set of books I'm about to show you guys here, you are not going to find them cheaper than what I am selling them for right now on Kickin It. Just a FYI for you guys. It's a big run of Amazing Spider-Man here. We got Mark Bagley's very first issue of Amazing Spider-Man, $351, going for $2. That is a steal. If you miss out on this, you miss out on it. Amazing Spider-Man $377. I actually have 2 copies of this one, going for $2 only. And then I have issue 395, going for $2. If you grab them all, it is $8, but without that duplicate, it's $6. Highly recommend jumping on those. Avengers 201 is going to go for $2. Shadow of the Bat number 5, number 6, number 7, and then we're going to jump ahead to number 18. And if you grab all of these, it is just $8. $8 in there. Daredevil number 41 is $2. Captain Marvel number 46 is $2. Batman number 48 is $2. This is a really great issue. And it's towards the end of Scott Snyder and Rick Capullo's run on New 52 Bat. Spideys are all gone, minus the dupe. We have an extra 377 here for anyone who wants it. Issue 377 of Spidey, one for $2. More fun stuff coming your way, guys. Over the weekend, one of the greatest things about being back home now is that I got to spend some time with the kids finally. March was a really hard month for me because I only got 4 days with the kids for the entire month. It was more of a logistical issue than anything, but I didn't get to see the kids for an entire month. So it was really nice having them home. And what was also really nice was they only had a 4-day week at school because of Good Friday and Easter. So Alan really wanted to have a sleepover on Friday, but unfortunately he got sick. And so on Friday, we just all kind of hung out and really didn't do much. But on Sunday, we went and saw Project Hail Mary. And if you guys haven't had a chance to see that movie yet, I highly recommend going out and seeing it. It's a wonderful film. It's actually a really, really great film. I really enjoyed it. And highly recommend you go check it out too. The kids loved it. Captain Carter number 3 and number 4 is going to go for $4. Captain Carter. That's like, what if Peggy Carter got the super soldier serum instead of Steve Rogers? I have a bunch of what ifs here. What if the Punisher's family hadn't been killed? This is what if number 10. What if the Fantastic Four all had the same power? What if the Fantastic Four had lost the trial of Galactus? This ties into John Byrne's run. What if Kraven the Hunter had killed Spider-Man? Do you see how Kraven the Hunter is teabagging Spider-Man? Like right there. Jay, now would be a good time to not do a fart joke, just so you know, or any poo-poo jokes, or people. Just right there. Like, could you imagine he did that to Spider-Man, and like Spider-Man like woke up? Be like, oh, bro. Then he just like goes back to being dead. What if? What's that?
Crop dusted.
He did get crop dusted. It's like totally like just hung out there, and it's like, oh, what's that smell? It's like, oh, it's post-mortem. It'll go away. Just bury his ass. It'll go away. What if the Avengers battled the Guardians of the Galaxy, number 36? What if the Watcher saved the universe? Because the Watcher typically doesn't get involved in things like this. So what if he got involved? What if Barbara Ketch became Ghost Rider? What if Cable had destroyed the X-Men? This is a two-parter. And then we got what if, starring Wolverine, A Man No More. It looks like we got Bone Claw Wolverine giving into his instincts. That's pretty interesting. So we got a big stack of what ifs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 what if bucks. That would be $18. Unlock $3 off. You can own it all for $15. Own it all for $15. Many Deaths of Batman, issue 434 is $2. I have The Illuminator, number 1. It's action-packed issue, going for $2. Spider-Man 2099, number 2 is $2. Principal Iron Man 170 is $2. Some good books here. Illumination. The Brother of All Men, number 1 from Aftershock, is going to go for $2. The next person to make a claim is going to get this free comic here. It's called X Factor. It's a fan comic by Spooky Lolly, who gave it to me at a convention. So this is from an up-and-coming creator who wanted to draw Powerpuff Girls. We got some good artwork here, and it's going to go for just $2. Okay, hold on. All right, Iron Man 170 has been claimed. Chris, good to see you, man. David Moore claims Illuminator and Barbara Ketch, Ghost Rider. Dave Moore gets X Factor. He made the first claim. Avenging Spider-Man number 16 is $2. Aliens Prologue number 1 of 4 by Ian Eddington and Will Simpson. Pretty cool cover. I like the artwork. $2. Wolverine number 14, $2. Number 33 is $2. So the 2 Wolverines are going to go for $4. Timeless number 1. We got a variant cover here. It looks very Jack Kirby inspired. That's going to go for $2. Marvel Premiere featuring Paladin number 43 is $2. My, how the time is flying. Spectacular Spider-Man number 229 is going to go for $2. I don't get why they put everything in black here. Like, this is where my finger is. This is where the issue number is. That should have been in white. I don't know why. You can't see it. Hold on, I'm going to have to shine a light on it. I just want to make sure I got the right issue number. Yeah, 220. Still can't even see it when I'm flashing the light on it. The glare. 229. So we got 229, 238, and 239. And I will do all 3 of these for $5. All 3 for $5 for the Spectacular Spider-Man. In His Steps. This looks like a romance comic. It's going to go for $2. Amazing Spider-Man number 50, legacy number 851. $2 on this. Kid Colt Outlaw number 175 is $2. Ghost Rider number 18 and 20 is going to go for $4. Hulverine number 9, we got a variant cover here going for $2. And Young Avengers number 3 is $2. Okay. We are going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, it is FOMO time. And we're going to show off all the FOMO books that we have for today. And then we're going to keep building our racks here. Take a good long look at this. I won't take those books off yet, but I have decided I'm going to start listing some things on eBay. So when we do come back, I'm going to make room on here, and I'll pull the books that I plan to list on eBay so you can kind of get a sense of what I might put up there. When I put it up on eBay, I do mark it up accordingly. So just be aware that could happen. So I will see you guys in a moment, and let's keep kicking it.
Sure, comic books are beautiful, but underneath, there's something more authentic and exciting. The original art. See the pencils, the lines, the shading, as if you were there in the studio watching the artist work. Getting a peek at comics' backstage is easy with the original art experience.
All right, Friday night, guys. Thank you for being here. To be doing anything, the fact that you're here means the world to me.
Nick's pieces are always value priced with your budget in mind, for the beginning collector to the veteran.
And this is gorgeous. You got Aquaman and Mira.
Join the original art experience with Nick and our friendly crew of regulars, even if it's just to enjoy the art. Fridays at 7. It's all part of the experience.
Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it. Twitch. It's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there, too.
Hey everybody, it's Miss Jen. I'm super excited because we've got our own exclusive cover. The very first time we've ever done such a crazy thing. And it's got cute doggos on it and a cute kitty. And it's got amazing work by Jay Fosgett. And if you want to help support this awesome channel and all the cool things we do and all the fun that we have, Just buy a copy, pretty please. Grab one up. Just use this QR code. It's so easy. Bye, y'all.
It's comic book time. Splash pages lit, storylines prime. MCU 5D season the game. Big thing on, say nothing the same. Swipe that page, get in the mood. Comic-Con energy, we're bringing the food. Fan culture rise and fandoms unite. Welcome to our pod, it's gonna be tight.
You're watching Kickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show.
All right. So let's look at the books that we have up here and what we're going to put on eBay, if anything. So let's see here. And the idea for eBay, I want to kind of, I've changed my strategy a little bit, because what ends up happening is when I have something sitting up there for too long, that's a problem. But I think these Batman variant covers should move pretty quickly because they're pretty cool variants. And if I put them up for like $5 a pop, I'm sure they'll sell. Could even do them for $4 and they'll probably move really fast. So we got Batman 144 and number 154. They're going to go for $2 right now. Yeah, $4 for those two Batmans. Lorena's taking that Star Wars. I got you, Lorena. Okay, Batman's 2. Perfect. Let's for me to list. Okay. All right. King in Black, I might just put aside for myself, because it's like here I have it here, so I might as well just add it. You know, if I slowly build out my Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman run on Venom, eventually I'll have the whole thing. Let's see here, what else would look good on eBay? Spider-Man 2099 number 2, that could go up there. It's only $2 right now, but I'm sure I could get like 5 or more out of it. Put it off to the side, just in case. Young Avengers was a big deal, but now it's not as much. Might do a bundle deal with these Sam and Twitch comics and just put them up there for $15 or whatever. Okay. She-Hulk is off to Lewis. No, don't worry about it. It's okay. That's why we're doing this. I want to make some room, and I want to get rid of this back stock. Again, guys, when we sell comics on here, this is a really big deal because that means I can go out and buy more. This gives me not just a reason, but a necessity to go out and buy more comics, and I want to do that. On my days off, I want to visit comic shops and I want to stock up so that we can come here and have really awesome shows that are engaging and fun and exciting. Let's see. That Wolverine number 9. It's a J. Scott Campbell variant. Wonder what I could get for that online. Put that up there. Kent's, okay. The Kent's. The Kent's. The Kent's. Another one that I feel like everybody misses out on is we don't have a lot of like Green Lantern fans, but J.H. Williams III doing Green Lantern. His artwork is sick. The Tangent Comic stuff was sort of like, what was the deal with that again, Jay? With the Tangent Comic stuff? Do you remember?
Tangent Comics.
Yeah, like they did like a Joker thing, and they did some other stuff. But J.H. Williams' artwork is really sensational. He did some really wicked layouts, especially when he did Batwoman. He did some really cool stuff. But this Green Lantern book here, it's sort of like a cross Elseworlds type of story.
Oh, that's right. Wow, I almost forgot about those.
Yeah, and it seems like they did a lot of female-centered heroes. Like, what if Joker was a female? What if Green Lantern was female?
I think so. Wow, I'm gonna have to look those up after the show.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's it. I want to put the rest of this stuff away. And then it is FOMO time. And seriously, guys, that Tom King's Strange Adventures is actually really, really good stuff. I highly recommend this. We got issues 1, 3, 4, 8, and 10. That is close to a half of your run there, because the full run was 12 issues. But this is really good run filler. This will get you going. Laura Kinney Wolverine #1. That's a jump on point. The Uncanny X-Men 237 and 247 going for 4. Incognito, Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. Like pretty much anytime they do anything together, it's brilliant. I highly recommend that. That's 2. Mutant 2099 #1. It's written by Robert Kirkman. It's going to go for 2. Luke Cage Power Man 33 is 2. Hyperkind #1 is 2. Kid Colt Outlaw 175 is 2. Young Avengers 3 is 2. Vamps #2 of 6 is 2. Aquaman #43 and 44. Harley Quinn #28 by Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Connor. I got to catch up with Jimmy at MegaCon. He's a really wonderful guy. Jimmy is a big supporter of comics, comic creators. Yeah, $2 for $2.29, and this is not the lenticular version. This is just the standard cover edition. Let me know if you want to add that, Lewis. Okay. Flash 25 is $2. And 75 is $2. Those are 2 really cool looking books. Superman, the 10-cent adventure, $2 on that. John Carter, Warlord of Mars, #19 is 2. Okay, got you. And Iron Man #11, $2 on that. We'll clear off this other rack here. Ghost Rider 18 and 20. That's going to go for $4. Superman 10-cent. I got you. Paladin, Marvel Premiere featuring Paladin, #43 is $2. In his steps. I got to say, there's something to be said about these romance comics. I used to pick them up and read them just to kind of study the form a little bit, because technically you don't have a lot of action in these books, but you still have character development and people connecting. But this doesn't look like it's a romance book. It actually looks like it's a political book about a guy who is trying to follow in the footsteps of Jesus. So sorry, this is a Christian comic. There's nothing romantic about this at all. But maybe there is if you're a religious person. What would Jesus do? And this is what's interesting about it. See, even though there's not like punching and kicking and everything, there's still motion on these pages through gesture and through other characters expressing things, like this guy popping out his cigar. It's like these small gestures, they create motion on the page. Like even this guy, like sifting through papers. It's like, there's stuff happening here. It's interesting. Thanks, Katrina. I know now. I am aware. Okay, I got Avenging Spider-Man number 16. That's going to go for $2. I have Amazing Spider-Man number 50. Legacy number 851 is $2. Timeless. I shouldn't have assumed it was a romance book. I mean, religion could be romantic, can't it? Timeless number 1 is $2. Wolverine number 14 and number 33. That's going to go for $4. Aliens Rogue number 104 is $2. Captain Carter number 3 and number 4. That's going to go for $4. Captain Marvel 46 is $2. Batman 434 is $2. Brother of All Men number 1 is $2. Another Aftershock. I have Spectacular Spider-Man 238 and 239. I'll do the 2 for $3. Okay, Alien Rogue. We got the claim on that. Okay, thank you, Lewis. Batman 48 is $2. $2 on Batman 48. Mark Spector Moon Knight 14, 16, and 17. That's going to go for $6. Okay. Any City of Bane stuff. I have all of City of Bane in my personal collection, but I don't think I have any loose books laying around for that run. So I'll dig around. I'll see what I can find, Lewis. Okay, I got this What If bundle here. What if the Punisher's family hadn't been killed? Number 10. What if the Fantastic Four all had the same powers? What if the Fantastic Four had lost the trial of Galactus? What if Kraven the Hunter had killed Spider-Man and then teabagged him and farted on his corpse and possibly sharded on him and then pee-peed on him? And then we have what if the Cosmic Avengers battled the Guardians of the Galaxy? What if the Watcher saved the universe? What if Cable had destroyed the X-Men? And what if starring Wolverine, A Man No More? If you want all these what if books here, they are going to go for, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. That would be 16. I'll knock it down to 15 bucks. Daredevil 41. This is part of Brian Michael Bendis and Alex Maleev's run. That's $2. FF Powers. Okay, off to Katrina. Katrina, I'm going to have a lot of stuff to square up with you at for Indie PopCon. You've got like 2 boxes of stuff here that you've built up over time. There's like 7 video games, a Funko Pop, and like 2 big piles of comics. So get ready. Let's see what else we got here. Amazing Spider-Man 377 is going to go for $2. I have Avengers 201 going for $2. It's good to see you, Lewis. Thank you. I appreciate it. You should be excited. You've been waiting for these books for all these months. This stuff has been sitting here with me since December. It's excited to see you. It's like, Katrina, we want to go into your collection. We want to be free of Onrie's, tyranny. Shadow of the Bat, number 5, 6, 7, and number 18. That's going to go for $8. $8 on those. Okay, I cleared out the racks. Gave you guys another shot at this. You guys cleaned up well. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. It is now FOMO time, and we have pulled 10 FOMO books today. So, Jay, if we can get the FOMO music, that would be great.
It's FOMO time!
Is that an acronym for me getting a chance to play the Flash again? Oh, that's what it means. It was a good Flash! No one wants to play Flash comics on Onrie Show because of me! And I can't buy comics either because I'm a big weenie!
Oh my god, like, shut up already.
I have Spider-Girl #1. This is going to go for $5. Someone is actually interested in claiming this, so if no one wants this, I have someone who will take it. But I will give you guys first dibs because you're here. Penguin Triumphant. This is a one-shot story by John Ostrander and Joe Staton and Bob Smith. This is going to go for $5. It's got a cool little foil title, and I think it's embossed too. So one-shot Penguin story going for $5. Wolverine #50. This is my last copy of the die-cut cover here. This is going to go for $5. Spider-Man #5. This is part of Todd McFarlane's run here in the last part of Torment. Spider-Man #5 is going to go for $5. I have the RoboCop, the Bastich of Law Enforcement, #1. That's going to go for $5. Incredible Hulk 356 is going to go for $5. Daredevil 126. We got the Triumph of the Torpedo. Daredevil finding the torpedo, $5. Now the boys and I have been watching season 2 of the original Netflix series, and we just started season 3, which is my favorite season. I don't know if Born Again can light a torch to it, but I've been hearing good things about the newest season. Has anybody been watching Daredevil Born Again season 2? Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger #1. We got another variant here. This is going to go for $5. $5 on this. Star Trek: The Final Frontier movie special #1 is $5. And then I have Superman: War of the Worlds by Roy Thomas and Michael Lark. That's going to go for $5. Yeah, I haven't either. We can't start Invincible until we get through all of Daredevil. I'm just glad we're on season 3 of Daredevil because Born Again season 1 was rather short. So anyway, these are your FOMO books, guys. So feel free to claim anything that you might be interested in. Let me know if you're interested in any of these FOMO books. And one thing I kind of want to do, honestly, I want to go over the bottom row stuff again before I start doing $2 comics again and see if we can maybe move some of these books here because there's some really good stuff on the bottom row that I don't feel is getting attention. And I really want to find new homes for this. This is the kind of stuff that I think would sell better on eBay anyway. So we'll go through this real quick. And the runs here. I'm going to reprice these, try and price them to move real fast. Hey, Pablo, how you doing? It's good to see you. Thank you very much. It's good to be back. Okay. I have Alien versus Captain America. We got that foil variant here by Dan Panasian. I had it at 10. If you want it right now, I'll do it at 8. I'll take $2 off. Wade Wilson, Deadpool #1. This is the first printing. They just went back to a second printing on this. I had it at 10. I'll do it for 8. Saga the Swamp Thing #14. We'll do this for 3. Superman 18, The Death of Clark Kent. This is going to go for 3 as well. Lady Death #1. We'll do it for 3. Let's make it fun. Batman 50. I'll do this for 3. DC Boss Battle #1. I had it at 10. I'll knock it down to 8. Maximum Carnage, Amazing Spider-Man 380. This is part 11 of 14. We'll do it for 3. Deadly Sins of the Gunslinger #1. This is going to go for 3. Don't sleep on this book. Like, I'm not kidding. This is totally a $5 to $10 book all day long. You're going to go to a comic convention and you're not going to get this for any less. Just FYI. Berserker #1. We got that Mark Brooks foil variant here, going for only $3. That's a super cheap price. Max #1 is going to go for $3. Batman Who Laughs #1. We priced this at $30. I'm knocking it down to $15. I have the Battle Beast blind bag. This is my last blind bag. It's going for $25. And then I have Battle Chasers #1 going for $5. I'll knock it down to $3. So let me know if you're interested in any of these books here. I am very eager to find new homes for all of them. Pablo, how the heck have you been, man? I feel like we haven't caught up in a while. And one thing I got to say, I really appreciate it about everybody who has picked up the latest Isum Shin book. I appreciate the fact that you guys are all remaining hush about it. I don't know if you've read it yet or if you've been waiting to go back and reread all of it because it's been a while. There's a major spoiler major thing happens at the very end of the 11th issue. So if you find out what it is, don't say anything to anybody, but I hope you enjoy it. It says Lady Death #1, but it doesn't tell me what run it is, because there's a bunch of short stories there. Okay, this is Wicked Ways #1. Wicked Ways #1, and it'll go for $3. Let me know if you want that, Luce. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that. That is excellent. Okay, so Last Avengers story, #1 of 2 and 2 of 2 by, who was it? Peter David and Ariel Lovetti. I had it at 10. I'll knock it down to 6. So that's $3 a book, and you get the full run here, $6. And I'll do the same thing for Robin 3000 by Byron Prius and P. Craig Russell. You can own both these books here for just $6, which is just $3 an issue. That's a very good set there. And then finally, I have Venom the Madness #1 through 3. We had it at 30. I'm going to knock it down to $15, and now I'm going to knock it down to 10. So my next Kickstarter launches next Tuesday. I will have original art up there from issue 11. So Dexter is shipping me 4 pieces of art, and the pages that we're going to have on there are absolutely sick. But the thing that kind of sucks about one of those pages is it's a major spoiler. Yeah, I don't know if we can show off the final original art piece, but just know that if you read the book, it is the last page of issue 11 is one of the pages of original art that we're going to be putting up there. So, check it out. And if you haven't clicked on that notification button yet, be sure that you do. Another really cool thing about this Kickstarter is we have a special story in there by Chuck Pino that is not going to be in any of the comics. We might put it in the graphic novel. We'll see. But as of right now, this is a short story, and it focuses on the new character that we're introducing for the book, Chuck Sin. She has like a 3-page. We did like a 3-page story, like a little thing that we have is like a stretch goal. So if we fund, once we fund, you automatically everybody gets this 3-page story for free, and it's a digital story. It's fully colored and everything, and it's illustrated by the Isum Shin team and everything. And it just gives you more backstory on who Chuck Sin is, and you'll discover why we added her into the story so late in the game. So this is going to be great. Yeah, Chuck Pinot Noir. That's how his name is. All right, I'm going to put Lady Death Wicked Ways #1 back up on the rack. For anybody who wants it, it is just $3. All right.
So, Onrie, before you build the rack out, I know you've been gone for a little while. Did you hear the super exciting news for the EXP?
About the exclusive?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Real quick, I know everybody saw the spot. I'm going to drop the link in there again. This will take you to our website. And I also have pictures of the covers to show you. This is Ben 10 from Dynamite. This cover is by Jay Fosgitt. It's an exclusive to us. It is the very first EXP exclusive. This is a pre-order. It's not going to come out until the book comes out. I think May 6th, I think, is when the book releases. But here is the A cover.
That is a beautiful cover. That's exclusive for us.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We have the virgin or vegan cover, however you like to say it. We have a line art version. And then we also have a line art version. Now, you can go back and watch the launch party show. There was another joke on this book. Jay Fosgitt was a part of the launch party. There was another joke on this book, but he decided to change it because it might have been a little too risque. I thought it was hilarious. But make sure you check that link out. That is on the website only for right now. There's also a deal. It's a bundle deal where you can get all 4 covers. We're pushing this really hard, folks. We're really excited about this. If this does well, that'll open up more opportunities for us to get exclusive covers like this. And as somebody who, this is the closest I'm ever going to really be to comics, is this job. As a comics fan, this is just the coolest thing ever. Like, this is so awesome. So if y'all can go to that link, check it out. If it's not for you, but a Ben 10 fan, or even just a Jay Fosgitt fan, hook them up with the link. Let them know where to get this. Let's make this huge, man. I would love to see us get more exclusive covers.
That's awesome. Yeah, totally. That's really cool. Check it out, guys. I have Avengers 141, number 211, number 212, number 215, number 216, number 217, number 219, number 220, and number 229, and number 231. Lots of Avengers here. Lots of Avengers books here. And we're going to do all of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I got 10 Avengers books going for $15. Early 200s. Amazing Spider-Man number 82 is $2. 83 is $2. This is from Nick Spencer's run. $4. I don't even think he was working on it yet. So, Saladin Ahmad was working on it at that point. Sorry. Heroes Reborn number 2 and number 3 and number 4. $6 on this. Dr. Aphra Chaos Agent number 2 is $2. And then it is 10:30, so we're going to take another commercial break. When we come back, we'll go through the rest of this stack that I have here and anything else we have time for, and then we're going to close out our show. So I will see you guys in just a minute.
So, the show is called The Geek Chat. And really, there's just a couple of geeks.
I'm Rich.
I'm Dez.
And we are your hosts for this weekly guide into comic bookery and all the geeky stuff that goes with it.
And that pretty much says it all. They talk about the latest movies and shows.
Okay, I'll be completely honest with you. Overall, D+ movie.
So the end. Did you know who that is?
That's She-Ra, yeah.
Yes.
The new #1 comics of the week.
We rep Samuel Jackson and we rep Mace Windu.
I passed on this. I was like...
No regrets.
No regrets. I really wanted to like this book. I really did. Like, I really did.
And just chat with each other. And with you.
Oh, Daniel says, I dosed off with the first one. I have zero interest in the Joker Harley ship, not Harley herself. Enjoy, not for me. Yeah, this movie's gonna be rough for me to sit through, I'll be honest.
The Geek Chat, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Just a couple of honest geeks.
Let's be honest. Come on.
And that is why people watch us, because we're honest.
giving their honest opinions.
And the thing you always have to remember about the internet is everyone has an opinion, and they all suck.
Part of the experience.
We know you probably get a lot of emails, but could you please make sure to sign up for our mailing list? We don't send a lot of emails, and we try not to bother you. We just want to give you the best information about all the cool stuff that's going on around here. Sign up on our website, theexplive.com. Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons, in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
It's comic book time. Splash pages lit, storylines prime. MCU 5G season the game. Being arts ain't nothing the same. Swipe that page, get in the mood. Comic-Con energy, we're bringing the food. Fan culture rocks and fandoms unite. Welcome to our party, it's gonna be tight.
You're watching Kickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show.
All right, let's get back to billing out this rack here. So I have the Gold Goblin, number 1, going for $2. Magneto, number 2, is going to go for $2. Night Terrors, Superman. This is like a 2-part story where all the DC heroes fall into a nightmare. It's going to go for $2. Multiversity, Teen Justice, number 2 is $2. Night Terrors, Angel Breaker, number 2 is $2. And then from Grant Morrison's Batman, we have issues 678 and 679 going for $4. I am going to Oklahoma in May, in mid-May. So GalaxyCon Oklahoma in Oklahoma City. And they actually featured me as one of the exhibitors there, so I'm really excited about that. So I'll be at Oklahoma City. I have a string of 3, a circuit of 3 shows in May. So my first show is going to be that PopCon Indy, and then 2 weeks later I'll be in Oklahoma. Then the following week I'm going to Denver, and then the following week I'm going to Phoenix, and then that closes off that second circuit. My travel's a bit more spaced out this year, but it's also kind of clumped together. So it's like it's spaced out, and then I have like a bunch of shows, and then it's like I got a little breathing room, and then boom, a bunch of shows. So it's going to be nuts. But yes, I'll be in Oklahoma. Assuming that wasn't a spelling error. Our Army at War featuring Sergeant Rock, number 283, is $2. Captain America 369 is $2. I have What If Minnie Became Captain Marvel. That's going to go for $2. Yes, we could do something like that. And I could just put up another page. I'm totally fine with that. We'll talk later, Pablo. We'll work something out between us. You know me. Nomad number 1 is going to go for $2. I have Zombies Christmas Carol number 1 of 5. That's going to go for $2. Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man 118 is $2. Incredible Hulk 326 and 327. And it's $4. I have Sensational She-Hulk number 6 going for $2. King Size Annual Hulk Annual number 7 is $2. I have the Futures End Batman number 1. We got a really cool lenticular cover here. It's gonna go for $2. 283. Let's see. I'm gonna say probably a VG on that, like a very good low to mid grade copy. It's not in like mid condition or anything like that. It's kind of beat up, but let's open it up and have a closer look at Yeah, of course. That's what we're here to do. Okay, so the pressing is off on this, so this definitely would need to be pressed. I have a lot of ticks on it. I mean, there are some ticks on it, but the book is bound. You know, like it's not. It hasn't broken. The binding is not broken. You know, it's got some minor wear on it. I would say you're looking at a pretty much like a mid. You could probably. This is probably right now like a lower grade book, probably like a 3 or a 4. But if you press it and clean it, you could probably get it up to like a 5 or a 6. You know, you do all the care handling with it. Red Star number 3 is going to go for $2. All-Star Batman number 2 is going to go for $2. Spider-Man number 9 is $2. Batman Fear State Alpha number 1 is $2. Sensational Spider-Man number 12 is $2. Justice League The Atom Project number 3 and number 5. That's going to go for $4. Yeah, no problem, man. Hulk number 3. This is Red Hulk number 3, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8. I have a number 8, another number 8. Number 10. This is all going to go for 2, 4, 6, 7, $14 for these Red Hulk books. 3, 6, 9 off to Lorena. And what it mini. Steve Rogers, Captain America, number 2 and number 3. This is actually a really great run by Nick Spencer. I really love this. Star Wars number 4 and number 6. Jason Aaron and the late great John Michael Cassaday. $4 on both of those sets there. Marvel Toon 1, we got The Thing and Skull the Slayer, number 35. Thing and Hulk in 46. $4 on those. Silverhawks number 2 is $2. Lobo number 6 is $2. Number 9 is $2. We get them both for $4. Uncanny X-Men 193 is $2. Lady Demon from Chaos Comics. This is number 2. It's going for $2. And I got Batman 89 Echoes, number 2 of 6, going for $2. All right. Still got all of our FOMO books here, but before I show them off, let's keep building out this rack here. Remember, guys, no pee-pee or poo-poo jokes today. Yep, none of that. Okay. I have Venom number 7 going for $2. Lobo 6 and 9. Lorena. Legend of the Dark Knight number 6 is $2. Avengers Mech Strike number 1 is $2. Daredevil 242 is $2. And 243 is $2. You get them both for $4 right now. Superman the Wedding Album number 1 is $2. Thor number 27 and 28 and number 32 and number 34. That's going to go for $8. Ultimate Spider-Man number 7, first printing of the current Ultimate Spider-Man that ended recently. That's going to go for $2. Yes, it is a Sam Keith cover. And it is going for $2. That Ultimate Spider-Man has been sitting with me for a while now, and it's such a good series. I'm so sad it ended. I'm actually really disappointed that it ended. I'm kind of really let down by all of the Ultimate stuff that's going on with Marvel right now. I just hate the fact that they're ending this stuff. They were building something good, and then they were just like, nope, we're done. It's ending. And it kind of feels like it's all being rushed and thrown together, as opposed to like really allowing them to grow that universe more. I just find it upsetting that they're doing that. Okay, Venom got claimed. Putting some runs together for you guys. Hold on just a second. Not runs, but just pulling some stuff here. Trying to be a little bit more selective of what I show you guys as we enter the last few minutes of the show here. I have Hack Slash Hot Shorts. This is going to go for $2 for any Hack Slash fans out there. Silver Surfer number 39 is $2. I have Iron Man number 77 and 167. Those are going to go for $4. Hack Slash and Body Bags. This is a crossover number 3, going for $2. Vampirella Strikes number 9 is $2. Action Comics number 1000. We have the Steve Brood variant. That's going to go for $2. Amazing Spider-Man 522 is $2. And then I have Amazing Spider-Man number 7. This is Legacy number 808 from Nick Spencer's run. That's going to go for $2. I've been carrying this Hawkeye book for a very long time. It's a lenticular variant of Hawkeye number 1 by Matt Fraction and David Aja. This is going to go for just $2 right now. I would be really, really happy if someone claimed this. X-Men versus Dracula number 1 is $2. World of Krypton number 3 is $2. And then I have Haunt number 10 by Robert Kirkman and Greg Capullo going for $2. Give you guys a minute to study the board here. That's weird. We actually lost someone from following the Eastern Shin campaign. We had 45 people following, and now we have 44. So someone must have double clicked and got out of it or something. I don't know. We'll see. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Katrina. Thank you for making me happy. I'm already happy, but now I'm even happier. Most important is that you're happy. Okay, let's swap it out with something. Blood tree number 1. Blood tree number 1 is going to go for $2. $2. Yeah, I did see your question about that. Getting that last page. Or no, you're asking how was Bentley? Any underground books in my boxes? I don't have like underground, but I do have like independents. I got a bunch of independent books. Like, but you're looking for like underground books that like like the true indie stuff. I know what you're looking for. I don't know if I have anything accessible. Bentley is doing very well. He is sleeping right now. And if you go back to the beginning of the show, the first thing you see when the show starts tonight is Bentley's butthole. So that's really great. He's sleeping right now, and he's doing really well. We exercised together today, so that was good. We went on a walk together, so that's good. Weather's clearing up, so now he's getting more exercise. Yeah, comics with an X. I mean, I'm sure I do down here. I just don't know where they are necessarily. It's just something I have to go and dig up and find. Okay, so we filled out the rack here. I still have FOMO books available. So I have Star Trek: The Final Frontier, Star Trek V: The Final Frontier. I'll do this for $3. Spider-Man number 5, I'll do this for $3. Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger number 1, I'll do it for $3. Incredible Hulk 356, I'll do that for $3. RoboCop number 1, I'll do that for $3. Superman War of the Worlds, I'll do it for $3. This is all going from $5 down to $3 now, guys. Daredevil 126 is $3. Wolverine 50 is $3. Penguin Triumphant is $3. Spider-Girl, I already have someone to claim this, so that's off. You guys aren't taking that. And then I had Batman 89 Echoes, which is kind of weird cover here. It's almost like they got Cameron Diaz and Michael Keaton's Batman to dress up like Batgirl. It's really weird. $2 on that. This one's $2. This was not a FOMO book. Not a lot of big fans of Batman 89 here. All right. So do I have any takers on any of the books up here at all? I don't know if you guys heard Bentley snoring just now. He just really let out a snore. You snoring, buddy? He is sleeping. I will. I'll set him aside immediately for you, since I know you're the guy that's looking for him. But Pablo, probably whatever I do come across, you probably have like thousands of copies of it, so I'll do my very best. Find something you don't have.
Katrina says she'll do that Superman War of the Worlds. It's a one shot, right?
Yep. Yep. I'll set it aside for her. I can't believe this is still here, honestly, for $2. You're not going to find this book for $2 anywhere else than here on Kickin' It. Just letting you guys know. That is a steal. Very shocked about that still being here. Now I'll be back on Thursday evening, guys. I'm going to be doing a show on my channel at 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 p.m. Central, and 8 p.m. Eastern on Thursday evening. So I will see you guys on my channel then. And I'm going to show off all the bottom row books one more time. We're going to put the FOMO books up there on the bottom row here. And we'll see if we got any spins on the wheel towards the end here. Got some really cool stuff to show off on Thursday. So be sure to tune in for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Zap 1 first printing. You don't have that. Okay. Oh, really? You have dog training Thursday evening? Do you train the dogs, right? Or do you have someone? Do you take them somewhere to get trained too? Okay. Star Trek 5: The Final Frontier is 3. Spider-Man 5 is 3. Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger number 1 is 3. Hulk 356 is 3. RoboCop number 1 is 3. Daredevil 126 is 3. Wolverine 50 is 3. And Penguin Triumphant is 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Okay. RoboCop. Awesome.
And the Hulk.
And Hulk. Sweet.
And Spidey 5. Lorena's just going to grab all the books at the end here.
Yeah, right. That's awesome. Love you, Lorena. Missed you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. It's good to be back here with you guys. All right. So, let's see. Four and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 5 FOMO books left. Okay. And, oh my gosh, we're out of time. Let's see. Do we have any spins on the rack here? 2, 20. Close on David Moore. Let's see if Lorena did it. 6, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Yep. Lorena gets a spin on the wheel. Let's do this.
It's time to spin the wheel of Skidball.
All right. Lorena gets a spin on the wheel. Let's do this. And Lorena gets a free Marvel book. And because it's my first night back, because I love Lorena, I'm working her up with Ultimate Spider-Man number 7. Guys, I want to thank you all for coming here and shopping with me tonight. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for welcoming me back. It's good to be here with you guys. Jay, always a pleasure working with you. You're fantastic. And I'll see you guys soon.
Oh, yeah. Glad to have you back, man. Everybody have a good night.
Have a good night.